What's up, everybody? My name is Marco Dupa. That right there is Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
Hello.
And Drunk Dave Romero.
X gonna give it to you.
Tonight's brews are from the Harpoon Brewing Company. Half of the podcast went to Pat's first annual beer fest, and they've brought back treasures for us to taste. We're going to go through all three tonight. This is the One Beer and Podcast. Let's get it going. What's the first one?
Just like that?
Yes.
Lost to be found by someone to save you when you're down. Yes, I'm bored when it's bright out. So bored when it's bright out. 4 to 5 a.m. takes me to a place where I fit in.
First one is gonna be the Harpoon IPA.
All right, let's do it to it.
IPA stands for Indian Pale Ale.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Yeah. Shout out to Leslie Barber for hooking this all up for us. And shout out to the Harpoon Brewing Company for letting us do this. This is really awesome. I'm very excited to be trying something from exclusively from one brewing company, giving them our expert opinion.
Our expert opinion. Yeah.
Because we are experts and we are initiated.
Formally trained.
True.
All right. First drop, down the hatch.
And this is actually how they pretty much did it at the beer fest. They would give you like a little cup to carry around, and they would just open a bottle and pour it right in for you.
Nice.
Right on.
You spit your gum out, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You monster. It's good.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
like it. It's I can't tell if I'm really just thirsty or not, but it's pretty refreshing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's an IPA?
Yeah.
It's not as strong.
No,
No,
as,
it's crisp.
Yeah, it is.
Clean. Very drinkable.
Good word for it, crisp. Yeah. I like it.
It's good.
I
Right.
like that. All right. So, we're just going to rate each one, and then we're going to pick the best one, or the one that we enjoy the most. I guess
Yep.
each person is a casty guy.
So I'm gonna give that a 4.5.
4, 5.
I like IPAs. It's not a bad thing. 4.5 is a pretty solid number.
Yeah. I'd go with a 4.
Is
I like it.
Is it a strong 4 or a weak 4?
It's a solid 4.
Solid 4.
Solid 4.
I'm also going to go with a 4.
I think we should let them know out of how many bottle caps.
Yes, 4 out of 6. Out of 6. We do out of 6 bottle caps. If anyone's not up on the rating system by now, it is bottle caps.
The second beer is going to be the Harpoon UFO, the unfiltered offering. I was going to say orange for a second. It is a unfiltered white beer.
A palate cleanser.
Palate cleanser.
Oh.
Indeed.
Some lightly chilled H2O. What are you drinking over there, Gaff?
This is a boat beer. It is a Kolsch, and it's called J-Dub's Poolside.
Do you mean Kolsch style?
Yes.
What would you give it out of 6?
I mean, it's a light beer. It's intended to be something drank by the pool. I don't think it's too pretentious.
Find out next week.
I mean, for a beer, 3 stars, but for the attitude of the company, like 4 or 5.
The attitude of the company. I like that.
Counts for a lot.
That it does.
Yeah.
That it does. Thank you.
All right, gentlemen.
Clink, clink.
The unfiltered offering has been accepted.
I like that. I like that a lot.
That's interesting.
Get a little bit hint of orange in there.
Yeah,
Very
just-
lot of
just
orange
like-
notes.
Yeah. Just a hint, though. It's not overpowering.
I think it's pretty dominant.
I think it's there. It's there.
Yeah, it's not like you got to search for it.
It's not overpowering.
Right,
You're
but it's there.
It's crisp, but it's definitely there. I like that. I mean, we talked about it in the past. Overbearing flavors,
Yeah.
especially fruit flavors. So
That's
yeah.
good. Another very crisp
Right.
beer. These all seem to be really good summer beers.
Yeah, very light. I was checking one of them. I can't remember which one, but it was only 4.5 ABV.
Sessionable.
Yeah.
Not trying to get you drunk, just trying to have a good time.
Yeah,
One
it's
Beer
the One Beer
Podcast.
Beer
Podcast, man.
I'd say if I had to give it a number, I'd probably go. I like it probably slightly more than the IPA, so 4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. 4.5 for me also.
I'm going to stay where I'm at. Give it a 4.5.
All right. And the last one.
Last would be the Big Squeeze Shandy UFO.
I actually tried that one yesterday.
Yeah, pretty good.
Oh, you cheater.
I know.
It's pretty good. I had no idea we were going to get those, so not my
Oh, well.
fault.
For full disclosure, I've actually had the IPA before too. So
Okay.
Oh,
well,
well.
I've not had any of these, so
glass, please. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Look at that nice cloudy
Wow.
goodness. A little bit of pink in there.
No kidding.
seriously.
It's good.
Yeah. It looks like juice.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and claim this one ahead of time.
And yes, of course, we're doing a cardinal sin of not washing these glasses out before
Right.
switching them. But
And before anybody gets on our case about it.
yeah,
We know.
We know.
But this is all for you.
So don't get mad at us.
Right.
Yeah.
And last one. Bottoms up.
Jeez.
Down with Hitler. All the way down.
Sure.
It's weird.
I'll drink to
You
that.
know he's not alive anymore, right?
What? Wait, what?
What year is it? This legit tastes like juice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It almost tastes like a cider.
Yeah. I kind of want to make a cocktail out of it.
Yeah. I like it.
I like it too. It's not something I would usually get, but again, another good addition to the summer beer
definitely.
list.
Yeah, definitely. All three of these I could have poolside.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Delicious.
For me, a number, I would probably give it another 4.5. Honestly, I'm liking it.
Tangy.
Yeah.
4.5.
5.
Nice.
All right. So just off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure that the Shanty
Got the highest.
got the highest score. 4.5, 4.5, and 5.
5.
So there you go. That's the WinRAR.
I think it's already in order.
Yeah.
First,
right?
second,
Oh,
third.
hey, look at that.
There you go.
All right.
Thanks again, Harpoon Brewing Company. This was awesome. They were all delicious. I would highly recommend going out and purchasing some of these. We are not saying this because they hooked us up with this beer. We would not do that. It would suck to give them bad ratings, but
Yeah, we've already bought like Harpoon IPA a couple times.
Yeah.
so it's good. These guys have drank these independently
Yeah.
without this endorsement.
I mean,
so.
it says something when you go back to a craft brew
Right.
more than once because you're always trying to grab something new, try something different.
And we have hundreds of choices at this
Yeah.
point.
Absolutely.
So yeah, thank you guys, and again, thank you Leslie Barber for hooking us up with this.
Yep.
So let's get it going, man. How was the beer fest?
Beer Fest was cool, man.
Pat's first annual.
Yeah, it was free.
Yeah. Local liquor
So-
liquor store. Local
Get it
liquor
out.
store.
Get it out.
Local liquor store. They apparently threw it just like in the back of the store.
Yeah,
right?
it was in the back. Basically, you just walk in, you give them the little flyer. It's good for your whole group. You get a wristband, you get a cup. You go in the back, and they just had tents all along the back parking lot of it. Each stand had about 4 or 5 of each of its brewery. Yeah.
Nice.
The first one I went up to was just straight German beers, and he had like maybe 8 or 9
Yeah.
just on display, and he just popped them open and let me try each one. It was like I felt kind of bad because he's opening each beer just for me to taste it.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting a whole bottle. I'm getting a taste of it, but within the first 15 minutes, I had already tried not even 15 minutes. First 5 minutes, I already tried 6 different beers.
Yeah.
And they were all really good. They were really great beers that I wouldn't normally go out of my way to buy. So the first 6 I had were just straight German beers from Germany, and I knew nothing about them. So it was really good. I got to learn about it. They had over 100 types of beers and from 50 different breweries. And like I said, it was all free. So we literally walked over there and we kind of stumbled back, but it was good. It was a good time. You two definitely should have showed up.
Yep. We missed out.
No judgment here.
Whatever.
Yeah, no, it sounds like fun. I really hope they do it next year. Or, I mean, if it's even a seasonal thing, maybe they'll do it in, like, Oktoberfest or something.
It sounded like it was a success.
Very, very subtle. All right. I'll take the IPA. Clink, clink.
Hey, don't feel bad because I got the least of the best one.
Everything in measure. But yeah, no, that sounds good. I really hope they do more things like that locally because I know the UCF area doesn't have many events like that.
Thank you.
Most of that stuff's like downtown.
Right.
But
yeah, this was like right down the street. So that's walking distance, like you said.
Exactly. That's awesome.
that's good.
I like to see the, especially the local craft beer movement kind of growing.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about when we were in high school compared to now, how much bigger craft breweries are.
Yeah.
I mean, especially locally.
Yeah, you
kinda crazy.
used to never see one in the cooler.
Right.
At any supermarket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they've got whole sections dedicated to
Exactly.
it. You go into Publix and it's like, try our craft brew selection.
Yeah,
You know
pick
you want
6.
to.
Make your own 6.
Hipsters. So I'm not mad at it.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not
it's
mad
really
at it.
nice. I like it.
So that's awesome. Can't
Yeah.
wait to, if they do it again. It seemed like a success, so hopefully they do it again.
What was a little bit cooler is that you actually got to talk to people in the industry, and like
Right.
we would tell them about the podcast, and they would just bounce ideas off of us, and some of them were really good.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that off camera a little bit.
Yeah, good.
And that's I guess that's how you network and little things like that, and obviously networking paid off because we nabbed a couple free brews.
There you go.
Yeah,
Can't
some
beat it.
delicious brews.
Yep.
That's the lesson, kid. Talk to other people.
Just one kid.
Just you kid. I know you're listening.
Just a kid, and he's watching a beer podcast.
I love you guys.
Kitties. Talk to people. Talk to your friends. Stop texting them.
It helps. Yeah.
Anyway,
Call your mom.
She
Yeah.
loves you. She
Tell-
misses you.
tell her you love her.
Mm.
Do chores. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
this was good. I'm excited for the future.
Yeah. Gotta do things like this more often.
Yes. In any case, let's get into some shit. Let's get into
Okay.
some shit. What did we just do, gentlemen? We just checked out the first episode. Do you want to say it?
4 Rivers.
Oh,
we went
I guess we did that first.
Yeah.
We did do that first.
we went to Four Rivers Barbecue.
Four Rivers. You can't.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat it.
No.
You just can't beat it.
No, it's so
Four
good.
Rivers.
Sorry.
Okay. Then we got Four Rivers. Then came back here, and we watched
Netflix.
Netflix, but not just Netflix. We watched the first episode
Daredevil.
of Daredevil,
Yeah.
the highly anticipated Netflix original series. Everybody's been
warning.
talking about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning.
We're about to
We only
go
watched
in.
the first episode, so
Right,
we can't
right.
give
So
too
it's not-
many.
It's
But,
not too spoilery. but
Yeah,
Actually, is it spoilery at all? Because
Well, it came out at midnight today.
Yeah.
And I have the feeling by midnight tomorrow, people are going to have finished it already.
right.
So probably not, but you never know.
Yeah.
Just in case people are curious about the show and haven't gotten into it yet.
But there wasn't a lot. I think what he meant was there wasn't a lot of plot in the first episode.
Yeah.
No, it's a lot of setup.
Yeah.
yeah, but that's what I mean. Like you can't give away any big plot
True.
spoilers.
True,
Right.
true,
You
true.
you have to watch those if you're gonna even start the show.
Yep.
So are we free?
First,
I think so.
Yeah.
Let's just fucking go. Let's just talk about
First
it.
episode, spoiler alert.
It was pretty good.
I had no
good.
expectations going in, and I was hoping that it was I was hoping it was nothing like Ben Affleck Daredevil, and it was not.
True.
It was very good, but it definitely raised my expectations for the rest of the series.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
What?
No, I was just going to say, because you said, I hope it's nothing like the Daredevil movie, or the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie, and then right afterwards you said it's good. And because those things are not the same. Good and Ben Affleck Daredevil movie.
I'll be honest. I don't even remember the Ben Affleck movie. I know that people like rip it apart, but I don't remember it. I mean, I know I saw it and I know I didn't like it, but I don't remember why.
I think it was one of those that was just so mediocre. So much mediocrity was within it. That it,
Matt Murdock mediocrity.
so much Matt Murdock mediocrity. It was just so blah that it was that bad.
We should watch it.
I don't want to.
We should watch it. Let's watch it. We're gonna watch it.
All right.
Right? Right?
We should watch Elektra instead. Oh God, because
I
that's
remember
an even
that.
worse
I
movie.
remember that more than I remember Daredevil.
Weren't there ninjas?
Shut up. That's neither here nor there because we're talking about the Netflix Daredevil.
Right.
Thank you.
Right. And
And we're
yeah,
back.
It's well, the reason I brought that up is because I can't compare it to the movie.
Oh, okay.
I
Gotcha.
can only take it on face value. I can't compare it to anything else because I don't remember. So in that, I really liked it. It was really good.
Yes.
The action was awesome. The fight choreography
fight
was
choreography
really
was good.
It surprised me at how intense and fast and legit it looked. I thought they were gonna go with the regular old like he can't really fight. It's just kind of like throwing punches and throwing people around and stuff. But no, that motherfucker can fight.
Yeah.
I like how the storyline. They're very vague. They kind of hand you like hints. They go here. Here's one. Here's a tragedy. It's New York City. What are we talking about? This
Right.
9/11. And then they advance a little bit. They're like, yeah, it's like anytime a superhero throws someone through a wall, values go up, and hell and fire raining from the sky, and they're
Right.
referencing the Avengers.
Right.
So
but they
this
never
is-
say superhero. That's the.
They do say superhero.
No, they don't say hero. They just said hero. They didn't say superhero. I guess.
I thought I heard superhero.
I think that's a.
Yeah. Well, either way, they do it with a very light touch.
Yeah, so it kind of ties it in with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We can acknowledge that happened, and this is within that universe now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I really
Little
like those ties.
Subtle
Right.
tying it in. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems. I mean, I've been kind of waiting for the show to come out for a while.
Yeah.
The anticipation's been building for me because since I heard they're going on this more grounded type of superhero show for Netflix, I've been excited because I really have hopes that they can do something like this for Punisher, which I
Yeah.
feel like
Oh my God,
would
that'd be so good.
very, very cool and would be the right format for that type of story.
Yeah.
You know?
The way that I was looking at it now is that it's a Marvel feature, so now it's part of it, and now you have to kind of look at it like if it was a comic book. So that was kind of issue 1 that has soft ties to another comic book series, and in that's where something like Punisher could very easily weave into. Just the fact that it's a TV show, but it's part of something larger. So
Right.
I guess the Avengers, the movie, would be the equivalent of a graphic novel. And then now we're getting the little comic book issues.
Yeah.
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 What if they mix them, put series characters into movies?
That's what I was thinking. Like he could very well, especially with the quality of production in that, it wouldn't be difficult to throw him in for a quick cameo. Like
No.
him just walking down the street, anything.
It's an easier transition than I think what a lot of people wanted from the CW, which was Arrow in like the new DC movies.
Yeah.
So I mean that level of quality I feel is higher on Netflix.
They've
for
already
sure.
established it's in the same
It's in the
universe.
cinematic universe, yeah.
What I'm reading right now is that this show is leading into a miniseries that's going to be based around the Defenders.
Okay.
So that's a little known. I don't really know much about the Defenders. I know that it's like an offshoot of the Avengers. There was Marvel characters who were thrown together who made up the Defenders, but they weren't part of like other. They were like outsiders to the Avengers.
Who's in the Defenders?
The original incarnation was Doctor Strange. Sorry, I clicked off the page. It was Doctor Strange, Hulk, and Silver Surfer. So that was the original incarnation of the Defenders. Yeah, very strange
Seems
group to
kinda
kind of
random.
throw together. So that kind of gets me excited if they're actually, because it's just going to be a mini series, and if the Hulk was an original member of the Defenders, if they break up after Civil War, and then they actually feature Mark Ruffalo's Hulk more, that would be
Okay.
exciting. I'd like to see something like that. So that's cool. But getting back to Daredevil, I'm not sold on Charlie Cox, the guy who plays
Really?
Matt Murdock.
You
I'm
don't
not
think so?
sold on him.
I think the whole time I was comparing him to Ben Affleck, and I'm like, this is way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like again, I don't have that point of reference, so
I'm just glad they're not screwing it up.
yeah. So far, that first episode was
Yeah. I mean, his character so far, it's not. He doesn't. They even go out of the way to say like he doesn't regret not having his sight. So he doesn't make a big deal out of it, and the show itself doesn't make a big deal out of it either. Because in the movie they do that whole stupid sound vision that Ben Affleck can do,
echolocation that he
and in this
had.
one they establish he can do that. He can hear heartbeats, and when he can tell when someone starts lying. But they never go as far as to go, here's what he sees and hears.
Yeah.
It's as subtle as a tilt shift. You know, like
Yeah.
you see the vision of everything blurry around them except for those two characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that
Yeah.
aspect of it.
Me too.
But Charlie Cox himself, I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see because he seemed
Yeah.
a little bland.
He
in my
hasn't.
opinion.
I mean, he hasn't had enough to do yet. It's just a bit,
Yeah.
one episode in, they're establishing his relationships. I feel more than anything else.
Yeah.
But
If he's the one doing the fight scenes, that's impressive. He looks
doubt
good
it,
doing that.
But, I mean,
Oh, could be.
the fight scenes do look very good, like you guys mentioned before. I was very impressed by how kinetic everything looked because
Yeah.
it's not that, again, comparing to like a CW show. I mean, those have gotten better, mind you, but those are very TV action scenes. You
Right.
know, like,
I guess that's what I meant by like how different it seemed than anything else.
it's
Just
more
like,
extreme too.
Do you think it's because it's based off, it's not off, their production value isn't based off how many viewers, it's solely off subscription.
Yeah,
So
I
they
mean,
have subscribers. They don't need viewers for it.
I mean, I'm fairly certain they have a bigger budget than
Yeah.
most of those other shows, and I mean, it's a smaller run, mind you. It's not 24 episodes. It's what, 12?
And they can take more risks because,
Yeah.
like you said, they're not basing it off of viewership. It's just people already have Netflix accounts. They're not getting Netflix accounts to watch Daredevil.
Right.
They already have it, and they're going to check out Daredevil.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that gives these original series a lot of leeway to take risks to do things that you probably wouldn't normally do. I mean, I know there's probably certain aspects to House of Cards or Orange is the New Black that if they had to put it on TV, even if it was on like HBO or something, they probably would take some of the risks that they've taken in some of these shows. So yeah, I think that has a lot to do with how good it has started. Not having to worry about pandering to people.
Yeah.
You know?
They have more freedom. I mean, I feel like it's obvious.
Plus, they have no censors pretty much telling them you can't show this,
Right.
you can't do that.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Creative freedom.
Yeah.
It's just kind of your own imagination is your limit. I mean, and that's surprising because you're dealing with, mind you, Marvel, which is via Disney.
Right.
You know, like, I'm so glad that Disney's just taken, just not even worried about what their creative team is doing at Marvel and just
Right.
been like, do whatever you guys have been doing. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
And I mean, even Marvel is just like, sure, there are characters, but I mean, if we put people that are passionate about these characters and know them well enough in charge, then they're going to do good things with it, and we can trust these people with our licenses and our characters that we've had for decades and decades.
Yeah.
And I think that's great, because if you don't have that trust, that's when you end up with mediocre movies.
Right.
Or bad movies. You know?
Or Daredevil the movie.
Yeah. I mean, from what I've read about Daredevil the movie, for instance, it started off like, I think it was like an R-rated movie at first, and then when it came to trying to put it out commercially, it was heavily cut down, re-edited, and rewritten, and then it became what is to people an atrocity.
Yeah.
So having that freedom again to do what you want, that's what you get. That's the kind of show you get when you just let creative minds do what they do.
Right.
That's what you're gonna get.
I mean,
usually.
Yeah,
Not all the time.
sometimes. Yeah, it depends on the person there, because I feel like there's such thing as too much creative freedom. I feel like you need to have some sort of limitation, some sort of funnel that refines whatever you're doing. I feel like that makes for better art. Having
Right.
those limitations or having to
Yeah, because then you're writing a children's book.
with
If
what?
you just are as creative as you want to
Oh,
be,
yeah,
you're
sure.
just saying everything
Sure.
as blatantly as possible.
Right. If you have every color in the rainbow available, you end up with dirty, gross gray brown. And
And I think that's where Marvel and Disney's quality assurance comes in.
Yeah.
Because they're not, they don't want to attach their names to. I mean, they've already seen what happens in the past when you attach
Yeah.
your name to something like Ang Lee's Incredible Hulk or Daredevil. They're like, look, we got a hot streak going. We got to keep this up.
Yeah.
So,
somehow they've been able to keep it up so far. So, I mean, I threw out Punisher as my hope for what they can do in sort of an unrated cinematic universe tied TV show.
yeah.
What do you guys want to see?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to warn us a little bit before you throw
Yeah,
it
I
out
came
at
out of
'em.
nowhere.
You can't just pull something out of your ass.
Surprise, motherfucker. Think on your feet.
Blade?
Yeah.
A reboot of Blade?
Well,
Not with Sticky Fingers, please. No, never again. Don't ever do that, please, God.
Stop.
What's
No.
Wesley doing? Nothing.
Right?
He's available.
Just hanging out. Yeah.
Just bring him back for. I think they are. I've heard that they're making a fourth one, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna
Hope
look
not.
it up. I'm gonna Google that shit.
I hope not.
But in the meantime,
They just got worse after the first one.
that third one can suck my dick.
Yeah.
Third is clearly the worst out of all.
Yeah.
But the second one is really bad too.
I mean,
It's
The first
really-
one.
Huh?
But the first one.
So good. So good.
it really is.
How did they? How there must have been like a change in like the writer and like there must have been a total overhaul of the creative people in the movie
For part two?
from first to second.
Well,
Yeah,
part 2 was Guillermo del Toro. He directed that one.
that's why the
So bad, though.
the Night Stalkers, I think they're called.
Yeah,
That's why they look like that.
Yep.
It's so Guillermo del
it
Toro.
really is. Yeah.
But
I didn't know that. That's disappointing.
It really is. It really is disappointing.
I mean, I feel like minus the terrible CG and unnecessary CG, I thought it was an okay movie. I
The
mean,
worst fight scene is
yeah.
in front of the lights.
God, it's so bad.
That's the worst Blade fight. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah,
It looks like a
it's all
fucking
done.
cartoon.
yeah, it really does.
It's real.
It's
Because
the
it's
worst.
like, hey, let's ask somebody who in real life is an incredible martial artist and make the whole movie in CG. Like, what the fuck? Did you not watch the first one, Guillermo?
No.
Guillermo,
No.
I'm looking at you, you fucking Guillermo right now. Did you not watch the first one?
I'm not Guillermo.
What's wrong with you?
I'm not.
How could you watch that first one and think like, oh, I'm going to improve this by taking the star out of half the movie?
I honestly think that there was, like, he had to have come on like halfway through when that movie was like getting written or something. I don't know. Like, there has to be a story behind that because
Yeah.
it's clearly disjointed.
Yeah.
Something happened there. You know.
Yeah, and then the third one with
Oh,
the Dracula storyline with that boring fucking.
I like that Deadpool was in it though.
True. He was
guy.
there.
Yeah, that was bad. I don't know who I would want a miniseries of. Kind of can't think of anybody right now.
That's all right.
It's all right.
I think they were talking about
Okay.
adding
sorry.
Luke Cage in there too.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Well, then why didn't you say?
Because I was just like, I don't know enough about him.
Yeah, I don't know that much about Daredevil, but now I'm excited to find out.
I was gonna say I don't think any of us are really versed in the Daredevil lore necessarily. Like I've read one book. It was one of the
Cool.
Which one was it?
That one.
That one.
You got it.
One of the Frank Miller runs. I forget which one it was. I think he did a couple of them, but I mean it was really good. But I haven't read up on Daredevil. He wasn't one of the characters I grew up with.
Yeah, that's the one that I borrowed from you like
Yeah.
2 years ago, and I still haven't read it. Now I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
Definitely gonna read it
That's
now.
all it took.
Off of that, yeah.
Yeah. Back to the show. I think it's really interesting in the first episode that there's only mention of Kingpin.
Yeah, nobody says his
No,
name.
nobody ever
Yeah.
says his name. He's not even shown in one frame of the entire show in that first episode. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's really building him up.
That's gonna be a
Maybe
big
that's
reveal.
just them going, who's gonna be the bad guy? We gotta cast somebody.
God.
Well, they casted Vincent D'Onofrio, so and that dude, I love
It's gonna
him,
be
man.
good.
I love that guy.
He got fat.
It's gonna be good.
I mean, yeah, it works. He's fat,
Yeah.
so it works.
Yeah.
Kingpin, and he's huge. I don't know if you realize he's like 6'4". He's a big guy.
And he's
big.
perfect.
Yeah, big dude. He got fat. Now he's bald. Well, I mean, they shaved his head. I don't know. He didn't go bald. He just shaved his head. He's not bald. He shaved his head. You
I
understand?
understand.
I like that two people are gonna get that joke.
And it's me and Adam.
Yeah, pretty much. Worth it. Worth it.
But yeah, good choice. I've been waiting to see him in something else.
Yeah, anybody gets
forever.
that joke, you let us know.
Seriously,
Right
let
in.
us know in the comments.
We'll send you some t-shirts.
P.O. box.
We have t-shirts.
But yeah.
You have to get t-shirts.
We're gonna
just in
make
case.
some
t-shirts.
I got people. I got t-shirt people. Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
Okay.
We're on it. I'm excited that they cast him.
Yeah, he's a great actor, great character actor, and I mean, we'll see how he does, but I have full confidence in the dude.
So all in all, Daredevil first episode, pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yup.
Pretty good.
Hmm.
Moving right along. I don't want to turn this into, every week we do trailer trash, but
Trailer trash.
trailer trash.
Trash.
We only got one trailer this week.
Yeah, it was a short one too.
Yeah, it's just a teaser.
Yeah.
But I feel like
Teaser
trash.
there you go. We'll use that for teaser trash.
Okay.
I think it's something that we should talk about because
Yeah.
any early adopters of the podcast would know that we spent an
doctors.
almost 2-hour episode.
Yeah,
we cut
we
it down
did.
to an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's right.
Talking about True Detective.
Yeah, we did.
Full on spoiler cast. We talked about all 8 episodes. It was amazing.
Yeah.
That first run of episodes was amazing. The hype is real. Definitely go and watch it. It's worth it.
Yeah.
They have finally released a teaser trailer for season 2 of True Detective. If you don't know about True Detective, it's an anthology cop series, basically. Buddy cop, in the loosest of terms.
That's one way of
it's
putting
a
it.
buddy cop series.
It's nothing like a buddy cop series.
So what they do is each series is going to feature a different cast. It's not going to follow the cast beforehand from the previous series, I should say. So in this series, we have Vince Vaughn
Yep.
and
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. They, Rachel McAdams is also in it. From the teaser, it didn't really look like Vince Vaughn was the second detective. It didn't look like it was 2 detectives this time. He looked like...
No one knows who the detectives are.
Oh, okay.
You don't know who the detectives
Well, I mean,
are.
Colin Farrell's definitely a cop. Rachel McAdams is a cop.
Right.
But, yeah, we don't know if they're the 2 detectives. I like that monkey wrench that they've thrown in that. People
Yeah.
trying to predict from watching the teaser.
And I mean, have they announced that it is going to be that same format again? Because they could completely
I don't
abandon
think.
that.
Yeah, I don't think they officially said like this is how we're going to do it each
Right.
series.
It could just be
you're
our
right.
assumptions.
Could be. Yeah. I was just, I mean, when they announced the 2 guys who were going to be in it, I was really hoping Vince Vaughn
Those were the
and
cops.
Vince Vaughn and Colin Farrell. But then again, I guess it's too close to the. But I thought like that was going to be the tradition of the show.
Right.
Was it revolved around 2 cops? So I don't know. I mean, if they go in a completely different direction, I have trust in the writers so far, and the stars. I mean, I think we talked about it before in
Yeah,
an
we
earlier
did.
episode, but definitely like who they cast.
Yeah. And
So,
to see them now in action.
Yeah.
to actually see how they're going to look,
Oh, yeah.
how it's going to look, the series.
Oh, yeah.
Vince
Tell me
Vaughn
about
looks
it,
good.
friends. Tell me about it.
Vince Vaughn looks good.
He does.
real
He
good.
looks healthy.
Yeah.
He looks like he slimmed down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yep.
Colin Farrell always looks good.
He looks like a fucking cop.
Yeah.
He looks like a fucking cop.
Does he have a mustache?
Yeah. It's
Big
a thick
bushy
one.
mustache.
It's a thick one.
Yeah, he's got that Tom Selleck going.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's this taking place?
California.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
What year?
I don't know. It's a good question.
That is a good question.
I haven't heard that.
What area code? Enough.
Are there hoes in it? Does Colin Farrell have hoes there?
The hamster looked at the wheel in my head and went, nah,
Nah.
no, we ain't going anywhere.
Nah.
Yeah.
What, you got a
Am I
problem?
the hamster?
You could be.
But yeah, so it looked dark.
Of
Like
course.
it- like
It has to be.
should.
As
I mean,
we
it's not going to
expected.
be a fucking teen movie.
This is true.
But they could.
2 buddy cops
Colin Farrell.
trying to solve a crime and some wacky
That
antics.
could totally be a comedy.
It really could. With those 2 guys, it really could. The Other Guys, Part 2.
Rachel McAdams, the
Colin
love
Farrell.
interest.
Yeah. Holy shit.
God,
We
let's.
we just wrote a buddy comedy.
Yup.
Buddy cop comedy.
Oh, I
Yeah.
want them to just troll us and have that actually
Seriously.
be the show.
Yeah, there's just 2 incompetent cops.
The fuck did I do? Yeah. Anyway,
His mom's just like. That's one of the clips in the montage.
she's like looking at the gun. Oh.
True Detective.
True detectives.
There's quotes around true
Yeah.
and detective. Anyway, going
Why not just both words at the same time?
It's a
Adam?
title now. True Detective.
God. Anyway,
Yeah.
getting back to the topic at hand,
Yeah.
the trailer looks very, very, very good in my opinion.
Yes. And it's just a teaser. It was what, a minute and a half?
Yeah, it got me going. I'm ready. I kind of wanted to go back and rewatch the show again.
Yeah.
After
Yep.
that.
All juiced up.
Yeah. So
What's stopping us?
Nothing.
Just Daredevil.
Well,
just Daredevil. Yeah.
HBO.
Daredevil's in the way.
No, we got HBO go.
You guys got HBO?
Yep.
I'm gonna get HBO now.
Yeah.
Let's see how that is.
No different.
Yeah, it should be the same. But you let us know how that goes.
Huh?
You let us know how that goes.
Yeah. Well, because HBO Now is on Apple devices, correct?
Yeah.
Right?
Currently, yeah. They're only on Apple
only
right
on
now.
Apple, right?
yeah.
Okay, I have an Apple TV, so.
There you go.
And HBO Go, you still have to have a subscription, do you not? Or have they changed that yet?
Yeah.
For Go, you need a subscription.
For Go,
to
you still
HBO.
need a subscription to
Yeah.
HBO.
Yep.
Okay, so that's what I thought. Okay, so
Now
now
you
I'm
do
gonna
not.
I'm gonna get now, so I can put it on mine, and then I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah, give us a little review.
Yeah, you still have HBO Go, right?
I do.
And you guys have HBO. Well, you just have HBO, right?
Go.
Okay.
Yeah, Go luckily is now on PS4, which is good.
Okay.
Because I used to have to switch back to my PS3 to watch HBO stuff. Which is,
How
What a
gross.
fucking
I'm so
drag.
sorry you have to do
You
that.
fucking kidding me?
What is that like?
That life.
pretty much third world country.
The life of owning every generation of PlayStation.
I know.
And being able to switch back and forth between them.
PS3 is a peasant now. Get away from me.
Anyway, so yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's about
All
it.
right, we're excited for that.
We're excited. This is good. Can't
Yep.
wait.
Yep.
Anyway, let's wrap it up.
All right.
Why not?
Sure.
We had, again, from the Harpoon Brewing Company, all three beers were really good. Again, thank you, Leslie Barber, for hooking this up for us. Thank you, Harpoon Brewing Company, for letting us do this. They were all delicious. So, yeah.
You gotta try this again.
Yes, we do.
I like this
Definitely.
Yeah,
experiment.
we need more free beer.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, sure.
Always need more free beer.
Absolutely.
So, again, Marco Dupa, OB, CS Rodriguez, Drunk Dave Romero, Gavin Benner off camera. Thank you guys for listening. Have a good time and drink delicious beer
Call him Dick.
from the Harpoon Brewing Company.
Call him Dick.
Dick Benner.
Dick Bender?
Dick, Dick Bender. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah.